when we're talking, just to go back a little bit, if I have something like y equals 4x plus 1, okay? Basically, sometimes you're going to be asked to substitute in a different value for x. So let's pretend here that x is, we know what x is, and x is in fact, 3. So x equals 3. Then in this scenario, what we're going to do is just replace the x here and substitute it for 3. So on a new line, we're going to be writing y equals equals 4x. Now we know that 4 and x is 3, so no, we're not going to write 43, okay? We're writing 4 times 3 plus 1. Now on a new line, and remembering our order of operations, so our order of operations, okay, is that we always do our brackets first, so brackets first. There's no brackets here. Then the second thing that we would always do is our exponents, which are like our powers and exponents, which I just said that. Then we do division and multiplication. So it doesn't matter if you do multiplication first or division first. They're both from like that, I guess, same hierarchy. And then A and S, which is addition and subtraction. So it doesn't matter if you do subtraction before addition, because they are inverse operations. So here, obviously, I'm not going to do anything with that just yet because I need to make sure that I'm doing my multiplication first. So 4 times 3 is 12. Carry that one down, so plus 1. So here, y equals 13. So, in this sheet that you've got here, it's kind of sometimes a little bit, it's a bit more simpler at the start, and then it goes on and it has its table of values. But effectively, it's going to ask you here, it says here that x is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's asking you to figure out what y is. So it's saying, okay, here, if x is 0, then, okay, so like doing the same calculations we've done here, the same working out, what would y be if x equaled 0? Or if x equaled 1, okay, then what would y be? So all of this sort of same working out. I'm just going to take this off the board. Okay, so say for example, question 1 here, it says A equals 2, B equals 3, C equals 5. And then question 1, it gives you an example, but I'm going to do another one. So number 1 says 4A equals, and then it has box times another box equals. Okay, so we know that it's 4, and then times A. Well, if A equals 2, okay, 4 times 2 is going to equal 8. It gets a little bit, obviously that's a more simpler one. It gets more complex. So it has here, and I'm really sorry I'm going home, but I just don't feel very well. So 3, okay, so it says 3C plus 2. And then it says equals box times box plus box. So the only thing we're substituting is the letter here, the pronumeral C. So we'll go 3 times C. C is 5. Okay, so plus 2. Okay, order of operations, always, always. Okay, we're doing our multiplication first. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 2 is 17. So they pretty much go down like that for a while. There are more challenging ones. Okay, so we've got one here in a number 7. It has brackets. So it says 5B plus C over A. Okay? It looks confusing, but it's really not. It's the same stuff. So 5 times, well, B is 3, plus C is 5, over A, which is 2. So order of operations, I'm going to do my timesing. First. Okay, cool. So, all right, cool. So we're going to go 5 times 3, and that's going to equal 15. Okay, so we've still got over 2 plus 5. Now, even though it doesn't have it there, and I've just said to you we always do our division, our multiplication before our division, I can kind of tell, but because they're all like 5B plus C is clearly on top of the A, we're going to have to add that 5 first before we do our division in this case. So sometimes, even though it doesn't have it there, sometimes what we would use is like some brackets just to kind of section that part off. So 15 plus 5 is 20, okay, over 2, and then 20 divided by 2 is 10, okay? So in this scenario, our answer here would be 10. So 5B plus C divided by A is actually is equal to 10, okay? So they're equal. Now, I'm going to stop the video because otherwise it will take too long to upload, and then I'll talk about the table of values. Effectively, the maths is all the same.